What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Map Edit series. This is episode 5. I was asked to do a horror styled map. That one's going to be a little tricky because horror maps, obviously you have to create a dark environment and everything has to be spooky and eerie and scary. So a lot of thought has to kind of go into it, but depending on what kind of horror map we do, I might have to put down blood decals and, dirty stain decals on walls and everything to make everything look real dirty and gritty and dark and gory for the blood. So that might take a little bit of time. So anyways, the Map Edit series, if you're not familiar, we try to create at least an environment, and we try to do it in about 30 minutes to an hour. I have never done one in 30 minutes though. Usually it's a little over an hour. So we're going to go ahead and choose a prison. We'll probably keep this map indoors. So we'll do that. Prison there. And let's see, what do we got here? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I have an idea. Let's do something like this. This is going to be a very small room, but I'm going to try it. Let's type in 400 by 400. And this is going to give us a door here. A little doorway. We'll put that there. And we're going to change the texture of this. I'd like to find something that kind of matches. That's one downside about these generic shape textures, is that they never match other textures in the map. Looks too clean. We'll do that one. Okay. And I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do 200 or 400 by 200 and place that right here. I kind of want to block that doorway. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, or not click, I'm going to go to the objects. Let's type in mattress. Okay, double mattress, and I'm going to just turn on my snap angles here, and I'm going to put that right there. You know what? We don't even need that wall. What was I thinking? Let's do something like this. Let's get rid of that wall back there. Let's keep these together. There we go. And then put that there. Does it have an under texture? It does, but I never trust the under textures. Sometimes they look weird. Okay, and I guess gonna need another one right here. And then last but not least, cover this side. Oops. There we go. Then the ground too, right? I try not to shove other objects into another object, because you increase the chances of flickering, of course, and that always breaks the immersion in your map. Okay, so we have, shoot, let's just go ahead and put one on the ceiling too, why not? You see that? See that? The texture is too perfect. So it's creating the flickering. There we go. Alright, so then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a door D. So door dynamic. No. Door left. We'll do door, or type in door L. And then, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the texture. There's actually a texture that looks like cushions somewhere down here. I just gotta find it. There it is. That looks padded. Alright. So we have our door. Now, let's go ahead and decorate what the outside looks like. Well, we're gonna need some blood. So we'll type in blood, put some blood decals, and just random spots here and there. Some of these blood splatters look really fake. Ooh. Maybe somebody... Wish I could make this smaller. I mean, I can with Steve's mod, but... Is there a pool of blood anywhere? I know there's puddles. Smear. Splatter. That'll work. Okay. And then... Oops. Gotta have something on the wall. Okay. And then let's type in mattress and I'm gonna do one here. Oh no, I'm gonna do one here. And then maybe a table of some kind. A metal table. No. Wood. But I don't want one that's breakable. This'll do. Okay, flip that down. I'd like to do the lighting, but it's gonna be dark and I don't want to make the whole video dark. That's the problem. That's one reason I was kind of hesitant about doing a horror map, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna do fire camp, or fire C. Fire camp small. And then I'm gonna type in pile. I feel like this needs to have some sort of pile. Paper pile, clothes. Some clothes. Paper. And then garbage. Definitely need some garbage. For sure. Turn on add multiple objects, and then you can go crazy with it. Okay. I mean, you gotta have a corpse, right? Let's see, who do we... Is there like a... There we go, that's my work. Now you can get really creative in horror maps, and I have not done enough horror maps to really discover any tricks or anything, but there's definitely some tricks that you can learn for sure. I've definitely seen editors do some really unique things with horror maps, but because I've hardly ever, I actually never did a horror map. I did one, and the lighting changed in the published version of the map, so I canceled it, and it only had like 1 star, so that was not good at all. It was about a hiker who goes out hiking and then gets assaulted and then wakes up in the middle of the woods at night. Flare activates and all you see is the trees. But it was basically a Bigfoot hunting kind of map. You didn't hunt for Bigfoot. Bigfoot hunted for you. But the layout was really wrong. So I didn't care much for that either. Okay, there we go. And where was that? There was that one blood splatter I really liked on the... Yeah, there we go. Kind of liked that. Bleeding out. Let's see. Well, what I'm going to do... I'll go ahead and do the lighting, but we won't keep it dark. So I'm going to go to Objects. I'm going to type in Lighting. Do a lighting management here. And got to turn the settings on so I can see it. If you ever use the volume lighting, make sure that you freeze it before you do any editing, because sometimes depending on how large it is, if you have it over a large area in your map and you're editing within that space and you try to multi-select an object, well, it grabs this. Even if you're inside, it'll grab it. And you don't know it, and you're duplicating it. And it actually will crash the editor too. I had that happen to me. But that's because I cover the whole map like that. Okay, so we're going to select it. Excuse me. And then put it right in the middle of the prison here. Raise it up. That is insanely high. See, as of right now, I think I'm going to try to just focus on the prison and try to just make the whole prison seem very eerie. Because I just don't think I'm going to be able to achieve it on a large scale in time. So change the preset to Interior 1. And then I'm going to go to Environments here. And go to Interior 1. And I'm going to turn all these down. And then you can change the occlusion. And check that out. But now it's like... Do you see that? It's really weird. You see that brightness. But when you're in here... Ooh. So, yeah, it does not look good. The reflection volume should take care of that. So, do reflection. We're going to do the same thing. Now, the reflection volume, you don't have to freeze. That doesn't seem to be affected when you're multi-selecting. Okay. Priority. Raise it up. Slide it over. Lower down. Oops. Okay. So we're going to go in here now. And then, so you can select different reflections. Do probably one that's dark. Armageddon. Underground Silo has that tent to it, so I do like that. But, so yeah, so now as you can see, the that highlighted bluish glow is no more. So that's nice. Alright, so that is that. But yeah, when you go out to an exit, it's extremely bright. I did have an idea. I just thought of something. God ray. So I could do something like this, but this is pretty... Well, you can't even see it. You have to like... What about... I don't know if that's gonna work. But you can customize the size. I think you can do this in the vanilla editor too. That might be a little much. Just want like a little dim. Whoa. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know if... Should I do 3? So I can change the color of it too. Alright. Okay. Well, let's turn this to nighttime really quick. I won't leave it on night. But, whoa. Wow. This doesn't give off a glow. At all. Hold on. Let me do an Omni light. Okay, so we do have an Omni... Oh, shoot. I got rid of it. Okay. So we do have an Omni light. Very good. Keep the shadows going. This is very dark. We want to keep the shadows. That definitely adds to the environment. And then probably 200. No, definitely not 150. But then we need to lower the intensity down. And then flickering. No. See, now that's too much. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want it completely. Here we go. Okay, so what we got so far, which is not much, but we do... I can't see a darn thing, I'm sorry. Hold on, I need an Omni light. I really wish we could allow players to pick up flashlights. Even a flare. I would have taken a flare. Alright, so we're gonna... Actually, let me put a neon light in here. Okay. Okay, we'll do the small one. Because this is not a big room at all. What we want to do, or what I imagined, is that this room is nice and brightly lit, but the horrors are outside the room. I'm going to do spotlight instead. So spotlight, and then the angle. You know what? Well, that's not bad. That does look a little creepy. That actually might work. I don't need to adjust anything. Well, I did say it was going to be nice and bright, right? And you can't see the ceiling at all. I kind of like that. Trying to... That looks a little weird. Let me do the... Let me... Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, once the door breaks down somehow, then you're greeted with this. So the shadows are really nice. And then you have this, the main room here. Like, this is really eerie. But I would like to have some sort of lighting in here. Let's try it. Let's see if we can create some sort of glow with the Omni lights. some type of glow from... I'm thinking I probably should have used the dang it, the whole prison gets lit up, so I can't really... I'm thinking I probably should use a spotlight for this. Let me try using a spotlight. Oops. Okay. It would be very nice. I wonder if I can get those little grids in a shadow or something. We'll try that. Intensity, radius. Whoa. Alright, let's dial that back. Let's lower the intensity. Let's try to get kind of like a bluish hue. What did I have it at? 150 and 200? Something like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that shadow. Okay, yeah, it's very dark. So, increase the radius. Because you want the player to be able to see. But I kind of liked it to where you couldn't see the walls at all. But that's way too dark. Now I could probably do that and then maybe have some sort of like, we can do a pile of some kind with like another fire, sheets, and then clothes. Definitely want to have some clothes and a mattress. Since I already have a fire effect and an omni-light here, I'm just gonna copy and paste. No. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. I always have to do this, go back to the beginning and kind of see what we've got going on here. But I like how you can't really hardly see the walls. It might be really dark. But let's go back to daytime really quick. Just enough to where I can see. And then picnic. Type in a picnic table. Okay. Somebody got real mad and just threw this upside down. Okay, do another picnic table. I feel like I should have chose this one. No, I got rid of the... whatever. don't want that many tables in here, because maybe something like there's like an outbreak in here somehow. And the prisoners got out. They were begging to be let out, but they weren't allowed. Oh my gosh, that's not even on the wall. Alright, there we go. And there we go. Corpse. Do we have like a prisoner looking corpse? We have a burnt body. Trying to think what I can do with that. The poor guy, he didn't get out in time. And they got him. They got him. Is there one that's laying down? Yeah, there is. I already used that type of corpse, so I'd like to change it up a little bit. Okay, blood. Okay. Just have some random bed sheets lying around. And let's see, I'm trying to think of what else I can put in here. Well, garbage, of course. Garbage can. Okay. Then I'm gonna lay this can down. Getting a little bit of a lag. I don't know why that is. I'm always getting a lag somewhere. Okay, raise that up. I think that's floating. Let's see, debris or paper. Let's use paper here. We have burnt paper, so we can kind of use that. The thing is I'm trying to figure out like what has happened in this place. Because I just feel like, you know, if you don't know what your world is that's unleashing the horror, then you're just gonna have a bunch of random nonsense running around. And I feel like that's what I'm kind of getting into here, but I really don't want to do that. I'm trying to think, like, what has happened. Maybe this was a prisoner who just... It'd be nice if I could, like, make it look like he's hooked up here on this rail or something. But then he goes through the... Let me see here. We definitely want him out. No. No. Well, hold on, let's see, now it doesn't look like he's actually hanging, so it looks weird. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. We'll leave it like that. Let's add a little more decoration. I'm gonna type in clothes, and I'm just put some hanging clothes over the rails here. Okay. And then do some more. There we go. Okay. I do feel like there should be more, like a sign or something. A warning. Let's see. Employees only. Hard hat area. What is this? Restricted area. I don't know if they have any, because there's a sign back here. I just don't think there's a surveillance camera. Warning, do not drink water. Put that in the toilet. Alright, see, a bar. I want to try to do something here. I don't think I can. I'm gonna type... Oh, you know what? Maybe... I can. Let's do this. Let's do this here. Let's create a prison door with these poles. These poles are destructible. I don't think they're destructible against, like, melees. So this could be like a kind of like a puzzle map ordeal. I mean, you can make it pretty much any way you want it. Like, the player has to look around in the prison for some sort of object or something that could blow this up. Molotov. Maybe there's a some type of fuel tank back here, maybe. Oh, you know what? I think it's propane, right? No, it's not propane. I'm typing tank. I can't remember. Welding tank. Why would that be here? I have no idea. No clue. But yeah, you could put like a Molotov somewhere in here. The one cell that has a light on is the cell with the Molotov. But let's see what we've got so far. Again, we don't really have much, which is kind of disappointing. But boy, is it dark. I definitely don't like how that shines. So I'm going to adjust the angle here. Cut it back a little bit. Goodness. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Well, hold on. That looks a little bit better. So once that door breaks down, which is actually why the light is showing through, because it's a destructible door. That doesn't look good though. Okay. Remove shadow. But now we don't see. So I might just need to adjust. Adjust that. Or I do this. No shadow. So I pull it back. And yeah, all right. Because this is the exit here, right? Yeah. All right. So we've got something cooking here. There's just still a lot more work to do. All right. Well, I gotta have my sun back. My sunlight so I can see. But you know what? I'm gonna put a Molotov in here somewhere. Isn't there a mattress that you can destroy? But I don't know if you can destroy it by punching. It doesn't even fit on here, so never mind, that idea is... Well, no, it kind of works. It's just too wide. Roll off the bed. Where's the... Here we go. Wow, I don't know how to spell Molotov. That is pretty sad. Throwables. There's no A in there. I do that a lot. Alright, I'm just gonna do one. Let it respawn 10 seconds. Again, I'm trying not to really create gameplay or anything like that, but it's just kind of helping me piece together what's happening. So maybe the power's out. Maybe the player comes in here and activates like emergency control or emergency generator. Somehow that didn't turn on, so it needs a manual switch perhaps. The only problem is when you work with lighting, you have to have the map dark. That's what's kind of annoying, but I do like this though. I know it's extremely dark. That's definitely not something you want to have in your custom map, because people will complain about it. People will complain about anything nowadays. You might as well just do it. So neon. See, I can't even see the... I need to put an Omni light in here first. There we go. I can see. Okay, let's lower this brightness. And then, so maybe we won't keep it there. We said emergency lighting, right? Because I'm thinking about trying not to have too many lights or normal lights. Like I want lights that have like angles. Give it a little more style. Okay. So just angle this down a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of the shadow. Pull it back just a wee bit. Okay. Wait, where are we facing? Okay, so we're facing... We need to be facing a little more this way. There we go. More with the center. Okay. So yeah, let's get this angle. The prison lighting up is, or highlighting, it's throwing me off. I want to give this kind of a like a yellowish tinge to it. Whoa. Something like that. Okay. Don't know how I really feel about that. Okay. With horror maps, lighting is probably something that you should really pay attention to. I'm not really good with lighting, but I'm still kind of getting a grasp on it. But lighting is really important to set the mood for sure. So we have this room here. It's real dark. We definitely need something in the hallway. So I'm going to take this and we're going to duplicate it, and I'm going to bring it out here into the hallway. Doesn't this have another... Okay, so there's another way to go. I'm thinking about closing this off entirely. And like the player has to go in here first and then journey around. But boy, I cannot see. Okay, here we go. But I wouldn't mind... because I definitely need some lighting in the hallway, but I definitely wouldn't mind putting some sort of lighting here. I would like to have it behind the bars. And let's bring the shadow back. There we go. And I'm going to make this like red. That's too bright of a red, so we're gonna knock it down to like 50. Oh no, that doesn't work. Usually you can adjust like how bright a light is by lowering it down. At least I thought you could. Could be wrong. Okay. It's too red. So we're gonna need to bring this back up a little bit. 75. Let's try 75. Okay, let's see what we got. Sorry if it's really dark. Crud. I figured that was gonna happen. But there is a way around it. So you can't see this doorway. So that's kind of something we need to fix. I'm gonna just type in fuse. Boy oh boy, did I think that would solve the problem. It did not. I need something bigger than that. Transformer. Probably no bottom texture. I knew it. Alright, so then what we need to do then is we just need to do that. That is it. If it was in the wall, then that would have been fine, but that wall curves around, so. Okay, so we have a light there, but I definitely feel like there should be like an indicator on where to go, so. And so we'll do corpse and let's see here. So beyond this point, I guess it could be an average Joe. Works at the prison. So we're going to do that. And we're going to type in flash. So flashlight. I'm going to lay it down. That way it seems like, you know, it was, he dropped it. Angle it up. And then do a spotlight on this one for sure. I'm going to snap it to the flashlight so that way the angle's exactly the same. And then just do snap rotation. I know on console I don't think these types of tools exist, so which is unfortunate. Okay, so we'll leave the shadows on. Do an angle, lower the intensity. Don't want it extremely bright. Maybe the 0. So maybe, you know what? Let's do 200 on this. Give it a more of an orange glow. And then maybe the batteries are getting close. Alright, so now I need to grab the flashlight now. If I can. Prison jail. Oh no, I grabbed the whole prison. That's not what I wanted. Okay, flashlight. There we go. And now I just need to turn it and do world. And right in the doorway. I just want the player to be able to see where to go. Like, that's really important. Okay. I do feel like maybe we should have a wider angle on that. Yeah. Then what we'll do is we'll type in blood. I would like to get at least the whole layout of the prison completed. So we'll type in blood. I think we got like 10 more minutes left. But I want to put blood in front of the light. Can't even see the body. I'm kind of wondering now. Maybe I'll... There we go. Maybe I'll back it up. Maybe he dropped it and fell on his face, perhaps. I'd like the player to be able to see his... I mean, you still can't see it. And I guess you don't want to block him either, or have him block the light, so... But a shadow will do. There we go. Okay. So there's the prison there, and then I'm gonna just do jail doors. Type in jail. But imagine... There we go. Alright, this player's not allowed to go through there. Alright, well, I just thought about the tanks. The player can't even see the tanks either. So that's going to be a problem. Unless we move the tanks over here, right? We kind of want it to be... We definitely don't want it to be too hidden. It might be too far away, I don't know. But, yeah, okay. Let's bring the sun back really quick. I feel like there should be chairs in here, right? At least some chairs. I don't know. Chairs can be used as a weapon, so... Just don't think there should be. Definitely need to add some detail to the cells. Wow, I did not know this was joined. Still learning new stuff in the Far Cry 5 editor, even after all these years. Okay, so console maybe? Nah, not a console. Just do like a desk. Just a regular office desk will be fine. And then filing cabinet. Put a filing cabinet there. And then definitely need some chairs in here. Chair O, chair office. And then there we go. Does somebody like sit here? Is that what that's for? Maybe. If that's the case, let's do a stool. And let's do a stool. But I got knocked down in the ruckus. Okay, but we definitely need to add some debris in here. So debris, papers, things like that. Something like that. Alright, I thought papers would be in debris, but it's not. Okay, so right there the filing, and then garbage. We're not going to do a corpse. We're just going to do blood. Where's the... Okay. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope. There it is. Just a little runoff there. Large puddle. See, I need to have more blood decals in here because I feel like this is where all the chaos happens. But see, this is what really takes a lot of time is, you know, doing stuff like this where you got to put the decals on and then you got to angle them. See, I don't want anything that large. It's a little much. Now this we can probably work with here. But it has like this square shape to it. Which just doesn't look natural to me, so I'm gonna try to find something that can kind of spread it about. Let's see here. I might do it. It might break the pattern. I'd imagine they try to get out of this side too. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, now I'm just gonna grab all these decals. And see, I have to... There we go. Probably can't even see these on the wall. Is there blood drips? I didn't even look. I think there is. Blood drips. Drops. There is, but that's a lot of blood. Oh, see, I was... Blood fountain. Yeah. Nope. No. No. Dang it. Hold on. Drops. Waterfall drops. That is not what I thought it was. Thin drops. Sounds like water. But I think we can change the color of this, right? Yes. Oh, he's peeing. Alright. It's not dark. Let me see if the... Okay, you can't see anything. 100? No. Just removes its, I guess, visibility. Okay, so... Red blood. Like bright red blood. Maybe he was the guy that started it all. Whatever it was. So blood. Blood dried. It's definitely not dried. Need like a puddle. But not a large puddle. I need just a small, thick puddle. Of course, it'd be like right in the doorway. Or right on the table. Blood splatter. Let's see what we've got down here. Large. This is something I'm... something like that. And then... just a little bit of runoff here and there. I don't know. Doesn't look as natural, but whatever. But yeah, you probably can't even see the blood on the walls. Okay. Okay, we got this room here. Which looks to be just a room. So... armory. Type in racks. And then probably do another rack somewhere here. And then a locker. Don't want to block that doorway. Okay, just gonna put that in the middle of nowhere, and I'm going to lay it down. Somebody got really angry and knocked it down. Or there was a panic. Okay, bench. Type in bench. Okay. Well, now I gotta turn time of day to dark. Alright. Yeah, you can't even see the blood on the walls. Can't over here. That's kind of effective. Okay, now I can't see diddly squat. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's see what we got. It's pretty eerie. And I like how that doorway, it's in the light, but it's not completely. You can't see beyond it. Because why not? Okay. Garbage. Just a little garbage pile somewhere. I do feel like the angle needs to be a little wider on that. But see, then the door shows. Yeah, that's okay. Not a big issue. All right. I guess we ought to put a little blood in here. So I don't have any blood on the walls or anything like that. That's what really takes up a lot of time, is just putting the blood splatter on the walls. And it'd be nice if they had some wall blood splatter. You didn't have to hardly do anything. We definitely need some blood on the desk. Where did... Whoa. Alright. Lost where it was. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do it. Can't see anything over here. I was just thinking about that light. Blood splatter. Now we'll go with yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, so we have some blood in here. I'm gonna take this spotlight really quick and just try to curve it downward a little bit. See if that kind of helps. It's a little bit better. But that's no good right there. There we go. Oh, see, because there's no shadow. That's a problem. So, radius. Try to change the radius on this. There we go. So that's where that extra light's coming from. Yep. Alright, so then what we need to do then is, because I can't go back, well, I guess I can. It just looks weird. Well, as long as I have the shadow. Okay. Whatever, I'm not going to be too picky on that. Alright, and this I cannot see in here at all. Okay, got that. Let's bring it over. Trying to find a good place to put it, I don't know. There we go. Right here. Not really. Maybe more in the center. Okay, let's see. So we have that dark look to it. I like that. Just need to customize the spotlight on this. And increase the range, or the radius. See, I liked not seeing anything beyond that, and it looked like pure darkness. This room probably needs two of these, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to do fire, car, nah, that's a little too much. Fire camp, something like that. Throw a bed sheet in there. Paper. Oh no, not that. I need the burnt paper here. Okay. Do we still have this room back here? We could put something in that. Let me get an omni light in here. Oh, you know what? Just copy and paste from the other one that I created. There we go. There we go. Now we can see a little bit better. But, man, I really wanted to do the whole prison, but I'm out of time, unfortunately. There's definitely something to this. This is my best attempt at making a horror map. The lighting's a little off in certain areas, but I definitely do like the shadows and how dark this room is, and God rays coming down, so I like that. Definitely like what I'm seeing. So who knows? I might at some point finish this whole prison. Probably add on some corridors and things like that. Who knows? Maybe like it'll be a real small map, but requires a little bit of thinking to get through it to span out the time. Well, anyways, speaking of time, I am out of it. Sorry I didn't actually do too much in this map. There's not much that I was able to really do and get done. Trying to think of what I was going to build and you know what's going on in this little map. That's kind of why I was really hesitant about doing a horror map for the map edit series. It just, you know, I really am thinking about lighting and the ambience and the eeriness of it all, and trying to set that up, you know, takes a little bit of more time and thinking because you want it to be effective. Whereas an outpost map, you know, you just throw a bunch of walls together and buildings and an alarm system and then just do terrain. You know, you could put that up pretty quickly. So, but this was something I was wanting to do and challenge myself to do, and I was asked to do a horror map. Not real scary, I guess, but it's definitely the start of something, maybe. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Map Edit series. You all take care now. See ya.